e.l.f. Blushing Rose. Blush is way too dark for me and way too pigmented, so I think I'm gonna have to give it away. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so I'll give this away. Put that in my giveaway bin, and I'm just gonna go over it with my powder brush. What a jerk. No big deal. No big deal. Some more setting powder. Just gonna place that over that. Oh my god, this still looks horrible. This went really wrong.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am sick and you can hear it in my voice. But I thought I would take today to do an example as to why you can still get your makeup done when you're sick, and it's still possible to look nice even when your nose is red, you're blowing your nose, things like that. If you have to go to class, life still goes on even when you're sick, as you know. So I wanted to do a really basic look using just some basic products. And so I'm going to start out by heavily moisturizing the nose area with my First Aid Beauty Rescue Ultra Repair Cream. That is just, I haven't found anything better than this to start out moisturizing your face with. I really haven't. I've already used a basic moisturizer on the rest of my face, so that should be good. For my primer, I'm going to use something very moisturizing, my Glossier Priming Moisturizer. I'm just going to use a little bit of this all around my whole face. So for example, I have class tomorrow, and this is probably what I'm going to do before I go to class tomorrow. I just realized that I wanted to put a little bit of glow on my skin. I'm going to go in with my LA Girl Luminous Glow Skin Illuminator, dot it around my face, my forehead, cheeks, and chin, and then just go in with my hands and rub it in all over. So that gave me a little bit of dewiness. And then as far as foundation, for when my skin feels really dry and rough and raw, I will be very gentle with it, and I will usually go in with some kind of tinted moisturizer or something like that. With my NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer, Alaska Light 2. And this just gives you the most minimal amount of coverage. Buff it in with a little brush. This is my IT Cosmetics flat top buffing brush from Ulta. And I just buff it in lightly. And the brush usually feels good around my nose because it's soft. And then I will lightly, very lightly powder my whole face. I skip cream everything because I don't have time for that, nor do I feel up to it. All right, and then we are simply going to give some color back to the skin using bronzer and blush, not even contouring. I'm just gonna go in with my Walgreens contouring brush. It looks like a little shark tooth. And I'm gonna go into my e.l.f. contour palette. I'm just going to grab a little bit of this shade right here. And I'm going to go in and just gently follow the curve of my cheek. And you can see it deposit a little bit of color. And then along the chin a little bit. And that just warms up the complexion a little bit. And then I'll do my forehead a little bit. My boyfriend's sick too. And one thing that I will take the time to do is my nose. I will do a little bit of nose contouring. That's something that I never skip, no matter how sick I am. And I mean, granted, a lot of it's going to come off as you rub your nose and blow your nose throughout the day. I don't care. I still do it. I like to use my finger to kind of meld it in with the powder. Like that. And it also gives your nose kind of like a little bit of a sun-kissed look to it. And then if it still looks like a little too much for you, then I just take the powder brush that I used and go over my nose a little bit with whatever loose setting powder is still on there. Like that. Also, if you're wondering what I'm drinking, it's a really good concoction. You have to keep stirring it every once in a while though, but it's peppermint tea with a little bit of honey in it, and it really helps your throat. Right now I'm just drinking it iced. Oh, these little guys do come out. Would you look at that? My Walgreens blush brush. Goodness gracious, Megan. I need to go back in with some of this tinted moisturizer because I just wiped it off, basically. Also, what I like to do is put a little extra foundation on the outsides of your nostrils because you're going to be blowing your nose a lot and it's going to fade the fastest there. So put a little extra there to reinforce that. Well, I'm going to go in with Always Cheeky blush. There we go. Much better. There we go. I'm going to go in with some eyeshadow primer. My Urban Decay. And for eyeshadow, I'm going to go in with my Lorac Gold Unzipped palette. So I'm going to take my Farrah Tapered Blending Brush in 35E. It's beautiful and fluffy, and I got the Blue Orchid edition. Undressed, this nice cream pink. There is some kickback, which doesn't bother me, and I'm just going to set the top part of my eye with it. There you go. So it's going to look like that. Deluxe Crease Brush from Real Techniques, and dip into Unwind, this darker brown color right here. No, actually, Undeniable, the brown above that. And I'm just going to give my fake crease in the outer part of my eye a little depth and dimension using this brush. I love this crease brush. My Instapop shade brush with the color Unpredictable, this peach color right here. And it is an intense shade brush. So I'm just gonna go right here, right in the inner part into the middle of my eye with that. All it really needs is some eyeliner. Urban Decay eyeliner in Rockstar, the 27 Glide On. And I'm just gonna go along my lash line. It glides on so easy, you don't have to do anything. Just swipe it across, barely pressing. What I like to do that I forgot to do is put on a little bit of Aquaphor on my lips while I'm doing my whole face, and just let the Aquaphor sink into my really dry lips. It's NYX Butter Lipstick in the shade Root Beer Float. Perfect. So blot off gently the Aquaphor, and then you smell good. And then just gently apply the butter lipstick, and this is your final look. You don't need to use setting spray. You can if you want to, but this is what I do when I'm not feeling well, but I still want to look semi put together when I go to class or something like that. So this is our finishing look. I am going to go take a nap now and rest and get ready for my class tomorrow. So I hope that this helps you out and gives you some ideas for how to just make a nice, gentle, simple eye look and simple skin and face look that will endure blowing your nose and having dry lips and things like that. So cheers, and I hope anybody else out there that's suffering like me is feeling better. We're coming up on spring here soon. Hopefully the 6th season will be over and not among us anymore. I would love it if you liked and subscribed to my channel. My name is Meg and this is Skylark Beauty. I would also love it if you rang my bell so that you know when I upload future videos. And thank you very much. I will see you in my next video. Bye.